Welcome to the final lesson in part 2, and this one is lighting. You can use the sun or artificial lighting. What I've got here is the sun coming in at the right of me, and then also I have this light right here on the table next to me, so I'm mixing artificial lighting with a natural light. This is a really good way to make sure your image is balanced, because if you just use sunlight, half of your face is going to be dark, whereas if you have artificial light, it kind of lightens up the shadows just a tad. So that's really good to keep in mind for a video blog. Now if you're using video documentation, you can get really creative. Use whatever lighting you have inside. And it's generally a good idea to have as much light as you can in the scene with smartphones because they generally can't capture the greatest light in low lighting situations. If you find that the lighting on you is way too harsh, it's a good idea to try to diffuse your light. Now you can do that with a sheet or a slightly transparent piece of paper or something that'll just make that light a little softer. Now what if you're outdoors? It can be hard to make sure your face isn't overexposed or way too bright. A way to avoid that is to not shoot in direct sunlight. Now if you're shooting directly towards the sun, try to make sure the sun isn't directly in frame because that'll completely blow out your image. It's also important to choose the right day or time of day when you're shooting your video. Some days are cloudy, which is going to have nice even lighting across your scene, which isn't going to have very harsh highlights or shadows, and normally early in the morning or late in the evening around sunrise or sunset is golden hour, so you're going to have some really nice lighting there.